Hey, it's Midnight Raven, and today we're looking at a preview for the items that are coming to Everything £5 on the 4th of January. Between the hours of like 7 and 8 in the morning is when they generally load them to the website. This is a preview, so if you're watching this on the 3rd when it is loaded, you can't buy the stuff until the 4th. So we're going to take a look at around 30 items, I think it is, that they've got today that will be available tomorrow. If you're watching this on the 4th, obviously you can shop to your heart's content. If you're watching this on the 3rd, they're not currently available until 7 or 8 the next morning. So these are the previews that happen on Everything £5 Facebook. I'll put a link down below to the Facebook if you want to go check out these items in more detail. So the first item we have is a blue deep V-neck dress. I actually like the real blue color. It's kind of plain, but we are still in winter. We're not getting towards spring or summer where we get the florals and the colors and everything. Moving on, we are still in what I call the cozy season. So there's cardigans, jumpers, sweaters. This, could be used for when you go hiking, when you go to take your dog down the park. I like the fit of it. I'm not such a fan of the whole beigey, creamy colour. It's never been my type of palette. I'm more of a black, dark girl. Okay, moving into absolutely not my territory is what I call high-necked, bright neon pink jumpers. As much as I love a cozy jumper, and this does look cozy, it is bright pink, it is high-necked, and I just don't get the button detail down the side. I don't think it needs it. I think sometimes companies overkill it on throwing the kitchen sink at an item. Like, the jumper itself looks fine, probably didn't need a high neck, and these buttons, they just make it a little bit off for me. Okay, then we have some boots, and of course we have snake print. Now, snake print has always been a thing. I don't think snake print has ever gone out of fashion. But if these boots were just black without the snake print, they would be my type of thing. But I'm not so keen on a pointed toe boot. I do prefer a rounded boot. Next, moving on to this one. This one's quite cool. It's probably more of a spring dress. This one's probably a little bit premature in the whole floaty dress situation. It's probably more for spring, but I do like the colour. I like the pattern. I like that it's shorter sleeved. Probably the right length on the leg as well. Maybe you could get away with this now if you're indoors, maybe not necessarily outside. The top, I don't like the whole rounded neck. I'm not a fan of a round neck or a V-neck. I do prefer just a basic scoop neck. The fit is quite nice. I don't like the cuffed arms. I'm not a fan of having cuffed wrists. I do like the freedom to move my hands. I do write a lot and stuff, and I do like freedom in my hands. The colour's not too bad either, if you still want to keep in that festive green colour. Okay, moving on, we have, I think these are what you call crocodile-esque design boots with the pattern. I think they're crocodile. The back seems to be like an open back, but it's probably got like a corseted back up it, or it's got a zip up it. It's a bit hard to tell. It does have an open heel, and I don't like spiddly heels or open toes. I like to keep my feet secure and warm, especially with the fact that we're still in winter. Okay, moving on. Now, I don't know which part of this is up for buying, but I actually like the top. I like the floatiness. I like the colour. If it's the trousers that are available, they're not my thing. I'm not really for the whole thin pipe trousers, but it has a little bit of a flare, but I'd prefer bigger. But the black top, if that was available, I'd absolutely buy it. I love the kind of bat wing-esque floaty sleeves. I like that it's a little bit short on the tummy. If it's the top that's available, I would buy it. If it was the trousers, they wouldn't be for me. Okay, moving on. I'm going to assume it's the oversized jumper. And it looks really fluffy. It looks warm. It just doesn't... It's just not for me. I don't like the whole fit of it, it looks like it would swamp me, and I'm quite small. I guess you could size down, but then if you size down, it becomes a bit too claustrophobic. Moving on, next we just have what I call a basic jumper. It's a black one, it's got these little speckles. It does have the round neck, which is what I like in a jumper. It just doesn't do anything. It's just a basic black jumper. Okay, moving on. Now you've got what I call the whole biker chick look. So you've got the wet look. I'm going to guess these are leggings. Wet look leggings. Wet look trousers. I don't like these kind of stuff. I don't like anything that clings to a part of my body. I like flowing, billowy, wide clothes. I'm not a fan of the deep V-neck either. I don't know which of the items are available, but I'm going to assume it's the trousers, and I'm just not a fan. Okay, moving on. Oh, the Diddy little bag. If it's the Diddy blue bag, I've always wanted a tiny little purse that you can't fit nothing in and just have it on the side as a showpiece, just in my bedroom, and have people just go, what do you put in there? And I'm like, well, what would you put in it? You couldn't fit your phone in it. Well, you might be able to. If you had a flip phone, maybe a lipstick, keys. But I'm going to guess it's the checkered shirt. No, I love a shirt. There's nothing better than what I call the boyfriend shirt look, just getting it oversized. And of course, black and white is my thing. I'm still wearing the Grinch, to be fair. And it's gone Christmas. Moving on, this spiddly little V-neck, tiny, very clingy to your skin. I'm not a fan of the colour. I don't like the cut of the shape. She looks really uncomfortable just wearing it, if I'm honest. She looks uncomfortable. Okay, moving on to this one. So this is like a mauve purple. Actually, compared to the rest, it's not that bad. I do wish it was a bit more of a scoop neck. Kind of more rounded a little bit more. It does look quite up on the neck. The cuffs look fine. I even don't mind the colour. I'm not a big fan of colour, but I do like a mauve, a deep purple or something. This actually doesn't look too bad. Moving on, here I actually have a jacket that's similar to this one. I actually own a similar one in, maybe not the fabric, but the look. The grey colour, the kind of speckled look. It actually doesn't look too bad. Again, more winter wear. It depends what season you want to buy for currently. Do you want to buy more for winter, or do you want to start buying spring things ahead of time? Okay, next. Oh, if it's the checkered pants, there are no checks, no tartan. I don't know. I just can't do it. It is a pattern for me that's too busy. I like plain, simple designs, and I don't like the colour. It kind of reminds me of like 1970s colour, but the trousers would look nice if they were just like plain black. Maybe they do just a black version. Moving on down. Another thing I don't like about jumpers is the ones with the holes in. This whole like crochet holy jumper. I don't get them. If you're going to wear a jumper, you want to be warm, you want to be comfortable. Why would you want a jumper that's got holes in it? I've never got the whole thing. If I want a jumper, I want it snug, I want it warm. I don't want this whole crocheted hole look, and I don't wear white. Moving on to a not so wowing top. This is obviously another jumper, because that's all we're currently getting is jumpers. It's a blue. It's not a bad blue. I don't mind the neckline. I don't like the whole cuff sleeves. I'm so into like baggy sleeves. Everything I wear has a baggy sleeve. It's okay. It doesn't really do anything for you. It's just like a jumper. Okay, moving on to more jumpers that don't do anything for you. She looks so unimpressed. Is it possible the model could smile? I mean, she's so like, this jumper is just terrible. It's like an unwanted Christmas present. The deep V-neck, the buttons down the bottom that don't do anything for it. The colour's hideous. And you can tell from the model, she's not impressed either. Moving on. This, it's a cool concept. The purple, the whole wrapped jumper look. I don't get the belt bit on the side. If that's how it is, I'd rip that off. Just take it off. See what I mean? They go over the top. This jumper would look fine as it is, and then they put this buckle on the side, and you're like, why? Why? The jumper was fine. Take the buckle off. It doesn't need it. But I like the colour. I like that it's a wrap jumper. I've never worn a wrap jumper before. But that buckle thing, if that's actually on it, it's a terrible design. Okay, more jumpers. Red is the colour for Christmas. Maybe not for January. Are we still portraying that we need to wear red? Is red and green an all year round colour? Do you wear reds and green all year round, or do you keep it just for Christmas? I don't like a high neck. It looks fine. I'm just not a high neck fan. Moving on to more jumpers. It must be jumper day. It's National Jumper Day. This, as cozy as it looks, I cannot deal with a cowl neck or a high neckline. And I don't do white. The sleeves also look weird. They've got this whole kind of bit around here. If you look, they've got like a puffy out bit that kind of bellows. It just looks a little off. I'm not a fan of wearing cream or white. Here we have a very simple shoe. I mean, you could use this for spring. It's just a clear shoe, nothing really exciting about it. It's got a clear heel. I actually have shoes that have clear heels. It's just a very simple shoe. I don't wear high heels, to be fair, very often, unless it's like a special occasion or a party. You won't catch me in a heel. I'm trainer girl all the way. Another jumper that doesn't really inspire me is coral pink, or hot pink, or mid pink. Just pink in general is a faux pas. I just don't do pinks. I don't do colour really, unless colour is on like a black top like this. I'm just not in for it. And again, we're going for the high necklines, like we're trying to no. Okay, another bearable jumper. Again, it's got the holes in, it's got the crochet look, it's cream. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm just finding jumpers boring. Like, people have just not tried to make anything fun anymore. This one caught my eye. Now, this one's actually not too bad. I don't mind the neckline. The colour is nice. I actually love a teal. I actually have a teal couch. Again, you've got the cuffed sleeves. I don't know why they have so many tightly cuffed sleeve jumpers. I know it's to keep you warm, but I don't know. I like the colour though. Okay, next. Now this could be a lot of things. It could be the skinny jeans with the ripped holes that are available. I'm hoping it would be the nice overlay coat. And if it was the overlay coat, as long as it was in black or a grey or a muted tone, I would be so into it. I wouldn't wear cream. I'm not into ripped jeans or skinny jeans. I actually don't even own a pair of jeans. I'm a suit trouser girl, a flared girl, a bell-bottom girl. I don't do jeans at all. Here we have another jumper. Now this is different. This cardigan has some character. We have multicolours. So we've got the grey, the blue, the black. I just wish that the actual arms had all three colours as well. It feels like you've just got this black bottom. You've got 90% grey, a little bit of blue through the middle. I know what they're going for. They're going for the symmetry, where you have your hands by your side would be where the blue is. But I think what they should have done is right at the bottom where the cuff bit is, to put a black little band. It's just me, maybe. Okay, here we have a top which promotes wellness. So it says happiness, fabulous, lovely. And it's got lovely since 1985. Obviously, if you were born in 1985, kudos to you. I wasn't. I was born in 84. It's a cool top. It has a positive message. You do have the colour, which is quite nice. If this is your type of thing, then, you know, it's not a bad top. Okay, so I'm going to guess it's leopard print. And I'm not a print girl, really. I don't really do leopard or snake or crocodile. I've worn zebra print a couple of times. It's not a thing that I gravitate towards in my clothes. I'm not a massive one for prints. It's not really for me. Okay, moving on to more muted tones. I don't know what it is about beige and nudes. They just make you look tired. They make you look washed out. It does nothing for your complexion. It just makes you look washed out. This doesn't really have any shape to it. It's just like a throw overlay. It's kind of meh. Okay, moving on. Another jumper. Here we have another 3-tone jumpers. Now these were so popular back in the day. Every jumper had like multiple colours. You get 3 block colours. So now we've got a salmon pink, a cream, and what I call a chocolate ready brown. It's not my type of thing. I'm not a fan of the colours. Personally, it's not in my colour palette. And again, it's the high neck thing that does it for me. Moving on to another jumper. Again, or cardigan, if you want to call it that. Again, I'm not a fan of this like crochet thick fabric. It can be too heavy to wear. Too heavy, too warm. Sometimes it's itchy. And I'm not a fan of beige again. What is it with January being like the king of beige? Okay, another jumper. It's jumper day on everything £5. We're going for brown muted again. It's got like the crisscross pattern on it. Again, it's short sleeved, I believe, as well. I believe it's like 3/4 sleeve. I'm not a fan. Sorry. Here we have a t-shirt to get you in the summer mood. It's the only item so far that is like edging towards spring. I know spring is like 3-4 months away. But you got a pop of colour. I'm not a fan of the shape of it. It does look a bit clingy again. But I do like the neckline. But I'm not a fan of orange, mind you. And the last item today is these wedges. If you're wanting to get ready for summer, you know, walks along the beach, dinners out in the evening, these wedges look fine. I don't mind the colour. I don't mind the height of the wedge, and to be fair, they probably look pretty comfortable. I'm still not a fan of having my toes out. I'd prefer if it was a covered wedge front. I don't like having my toes out. Does anybody else like peep toe shoes? I just want my toes covered. But that was the preview. So if you want these items, they're available from the 4th of January in the morning between 7 and 8. They actually go live on the website. If you're watching this the night before, you can preview these on everything5pounds.com's Facebook. I'm not sponsored or affiliated. I've been doing these reviews for a while and these previews for a while. I've been doing it for many years. If you want to like and subscribe to my channel and give us a big thumbs up, comment down below any of these items that you like, you're going to purchase. Let me know whether you shop from Everything £5, and I will see you for another review and preview coming soon. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye guys.